It's Saturday afternoon, October 6th, and I'm trying a Mudman burger at Whitefish, Montana. I have to be honest, I didn't know it was just a drive-through, so I set up my table and chair, and I'm eating in the parking lot. Yeah, you're gonna want napkins for this. We want you to know you have just impacted the life of a child. 100% of the profits from Mudman sales go towards helping children around the world. This is exquisite. I've never started an episode with a cheeseburger before, and that was a good burger. I'm dead serious. Now I am heading into the mountains east of Kalispell, Montana. Just exploring, looking for adventure, and looking for a place to spend the night. It has been weeks, if not over a month, since I last settled into a spot for a night or two. Deployed the awning, made myself at home, took a load off. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Slow down a little bit. I'm at the trailhead for Strawberry Lake near Kalispell, Montana. Gonna go for a little hike tomorrow. Sunday morning, and I'm starting out the day with an egg and cheese sandwich before I set off on a hike. Looking good. There it is. My heaping egg and cheese sandwich on sourdough bread. You guys have seen me eat a lot this week so far. Mudman burger yesterday. Heaping egg sandwich this morning. Finally some bean water, and I am set. One thing I forgot before I got to camp last night was to get more drinking water. I usually carry a spring water container, and I top off my Nalgene for hikes like this. The water I keep in the Roto packs is potable, so it should be okay for drinking, but it comes from all kinds of different questionable sources, so I like to boil that first just in case. Is it better if I walk by the camera or just take a picture of the trail with no one on it? Hiking trail continues up the mountain. I think I'm going to go up there a short way and see if I can get a better view of the lake. This is Strawberry Lake, and this is definitely a much better view. I'm on my way back down to the Jeep. When I get down there, I'm going to work on getting a fire going again. Last night's fire was super lame. It went out about 5 minutes after that clip that I showed you guys. I don't think I put enough effort into the kindling, so I'm gonna collect a bunch of kindling tonight. Alright, I'm not messing around tonight. I'm gonna light it once and then I should be good for the rest of the night. Got plenty of kindling, plenty of fuel. It's Monday morning. I'm going to break camp and keep exploring. I'm on my way back into Kalispell, Montana, where I'm going to restock on supplies, and I'm also going to take some time to look at a map, decide where I'm going next. All I know is I'm going to head in the general direction of Bozeman, which is to the southeast of here. Alright, all set. That should do me for a while. Alright, I am restocked. Now I just have to make everything fit. This is my dry foods bin. Okay, I am running out of room in my dry food bin. Fridge basket is restocked. We will put that in here. And my dry food bin is overfilled, so I need to get rid of these boxes and just go with the bag. I'm on the road to Morel Mountain Lookout, which I just saw on a topographical map. It zigzags up the mountain, and I have about 6 miles to go yet until I reach the top. I think it terminates at an overlook above the snow line. We shall see. This mountain has been heavily burned Looks fairly recent. There's a structure over here. It might be the remnants of a yurt, or... yeah. Yeah, that looks like the dome that would be on top of a yurt. Man, cool spot for a yurt. This is haunting. We walk from here. I didn't write this. Sup. The platform's all buttoned up, but it's still an extraordinary view, if not a little bit chilly. I think after this, I'll drive all the way back down the mountain and find a campsite at a lower elevation. I'll probably be a lot more comfortable tonight if I do that. I'm always like, oh, I'm so cold. Oh, it's snowing again. And then I'm like, oh, I want to be on top of that mountain. It's like, what do you want, Chris? Do you want to be on top of a mountain, or do you want to be warm and comfortable? I want both. I had a date this past weekend. It wasn't anything fancy. She joined me at the campsite and we sat around the campfire for a couple hours just chatting, and it was lovely. She was lovely. I would have enjoyed getting to know her better, but circumstances kept her in Kalispell, and here I am living this mobile lifestyle, so it's challenging. It's frustrating. I don't know how to cultivate a connection while I'm living on the road. Going on dates is one thing, but how do I locate enough time and place to truly get to know someone? I don't know. I think that's something that's just going to become clear with time. But I am dating, and I'm looking for a real connection, something meaningful and something lasting. Last night on my way to camp, I passed a road called Black Canyon Road, about 6 miles back. In addition to having a cool name, the contours on my topographical map were kind of dramatic, so I figured this morning after breakfast, drive back there, check it out, and following that, continue trekking south. Scouting on foot. That way is blocked, and that way is gated. Narrow, steep road it is. This is just a stroll through the woods. The forest road degraded after passing over a mountain, and not in a good way. The coating of snow is making things a little bit treacherous, so I'm going to start working my way back. This is Renova Hot Springs near Whitehall, Montana. Please excuse my pasty white complexion. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and make myself comfortable. Okay. Goodbye, pool. Alright, this is interesting. Pipestone OHV area near Butte, Montana. A lot of great rock formations and a seemingly vast trail network. It's all BLM land, so I'll just go wandering and maybe find a place to camp around here tonight. The trail has dips, moguls, and banks, suggesting that this is more of a go-fast trail for bikes and ATVs. Alright, gonna camp here tonight, although I just spotted a minor problem. I believe that's the wiring harness for the rear locking differential, which looks to be broken and is just dangling in a pathetic manner. Couple zip ties for now. Actually, I don't know if that is the rear locker. There's another wiring harness that's still intact. Alright, I googled it. There are two wiring harnesses that go into the Rubicon's differential. The one is the switch that engages and disengages the locker, and the second is the sensor that shows whether or not the locker is engaged. And I think that I broke the sensor wire. So I'll hit the switch on my dashboard and the locker light will just blink on and off, meaning waiting to engage. I think it's just going to keep blinking, but the locker might actually still work. Either way, easy fix. I'm not going to prioritize it. I'll just fix it up when I find the time. It's Wednesday morning. It was snowing when I went to bed last night, but we didn't get too much. It's beautiful out though, on top of this mountain, very quiet, which is nice. I still wish I was in the hot spring though. This is showing as Spire Rock in Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest, just north of that OHV area. Wow, if the snow wasn't here, I'd have so much fun climbing on this. I can at least have a little bit of fun. Slippery. And that's about as much fun as I can safely have. So I'm gonna work my way back down to the Jeep and keep pressing onward. I have it in my mind to get out of the snow. I think at a lower elevation I'll be free and clear. Wow, I'm here during the wrong season. I would like nothing more than to climb on all the rocks, to go on a hike, to explore more forest roads, but the snow makes it treacherous. It's not impassable, but it's slippery, so I have to keep it dialed back. This is Sheridan, Montana, where I'm stopping to top off gas and for a bite to eat before I find camp for the night. Very nice. We're getting a little close to Halloween. This is so cool. I found these old ruins while exploring Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest, and it's old mining ruins from what I can tell. The Forest Service signs say, okay, you can check it out, you can enjoy, but do not deface. Just an old generator in there. storage. Very lovely floral pattern. Really ties the room together. This is so cool. I love the glimpse into history. This was so unexpected. It's Thursday morning. This is Nevada City, Montana, which appears to be a historic Old West town. I was just passing through and it was too charming not to stop, so I'm checking it out. It's Thursday night, and I'm wrapping up the week in Ennis, Montana. A couple things first. Last week I showed you a Jeep table made by Dave Ross in Calgary, and I included a link in the upper right corner of the screen that had his contact information. I'm not sure how effective that is. That's YouTube's own mechanism, so this week I'm going to do it again, and also include the URL at the bottom of the screen, so if you're interested in contacting Dave about a Jeep table, you can pause, type it in manually, and I'm sure he'd love to hear from you. Also, I record all of my travels on Gaia GPS, and then I make that data available to my Patreon subscribers. So if you're interested in following along more closely, see where I've been, and actually visit some of these places yourself, I invite you to check out Venture4WD on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Venture4WD. As always, thank you guys for your support, and I'll see you again next Friday, probably from somewhere a little further south.